Now, Greyhounds on parade for the first race of the morning. Good morning, welcome to Towcester. Race number 1 has a reserve in the red box of Trap 1 as well. That is Dunham Malbec running in Trap 1 for Mr. D. Houghton. Jade Houghton trains. Greyhounds weight 28.8. In 2 is Capricorn Jill for Mrs. W. Richards, trainer Emma Richards. Greyhound weighs in at 28.7. 3 is Joella Poppy for Mr. R. Frith and trainer Jane Houghton at 32. 4 Governor's Lass running for Mr. D. Dinham. Mr. D. Martin, trainer Jim Reynolds, 24.5. 5 is Swift Hadassah, owner trainer Kevin Hutton at 25.3. And 6 is Killannon Fairy, owned by Mr. M. Lowther, trained by Stephen Rayner, 27 kilos. Runners parading then for race number 1. And a reminder, an important reminder here that Trap 1 is a reserve greyhound, Dunham Malbec. Dunham Malbec in the red of Trap 1. Let's check on the prices for you on the live screen, and showing Trap 5 as favoured here. Swift Hadassah 11 to 4 chance, 7 to 2 is Joella Poppy in 3, Killannon Fairy in 6, and then we go 9 to 2 about Trap 4 Governor's Lass, and 5 to 1 Trap 1 Dunham Malbec. 5 to 2 then Trap 2 Capricorn Jill is favourite for race 1. Just to let you know, there's one Leighton on runner on the car, which comes up in race 7 at 11:44, Trap 5. Original Trap 5, Gagglebrook Lady won't be running. Reserve greyhound is Forest Flora, so Forest Flora in Trap 5 in the 11:44. That's the only other change. Greyhounds on their way to the starting traps, just about a minute to post time. Quite a murky morning here then, with the rain coming down. 5 to 2 about Capricorn Jill running out of Trap 2. It's won only 4 races from in excess of 50 starts, but she's given a drop in class today. A9 into A10 for Emma Richards. Second in here, Swift Hadassah, one of a couple of very lightly raced runners who just had the 3 starts, already a winner. That was on debut in the A10. Drops back to this greyhound, going to this level rather, for Kevin Hutton, the August 16 daughter of Swift Hoffman, behind the traps. Our greyhounds are going in. First race, loading. Tia checks the greyhounds over. Race number 1, grade is A10. We are set for a Saturday morning. 14 live races. Download the Towcester app. Racecourse Stakes. And they're away for the first then. 6 broke well, Killannon Fairy on the outside. 3 down the middle, Joella Poppy. 1 the reserve ground, trying to get up but couldn't get through. At the bend, 5 very wide at the rear, Swift Hadassah as they run the far side. 6 Killannon Fairy by half a length and no more from 3 Joella Poppy. And this duo have moved on from Dunham Malbec, the reserve, Trap 1 in third. They come towards the final bend. Joella Poppy edging on now by about half a length. 1 is running on Dunham Malbec on the far side. Looks a big threat. Dunham Malbec on the far side's coming through. Reserve's going to win. 136. 136 in the opener. Result is official. Trap 1, the winner, Dunham Melbeck, Reserve Greyhound, owned by Mr. D. Houghton, trained by Jane Houghton. Second trap 3, Joella Poppy. Third trap 6, Cullinan Fairy. 1, 3 and 6 in the first. Just watching the closing stages, it was a drop in class for the winner. Came with a late run, and that's her third career victory. Wins here for the Houghtons. Second race, Greyhounds on parade. Grade is A9. His Sandwich Towcester in the red for the Toastbusters. Kevin Hutton training 34.7 kilos. Blue of 2 is Farlow Starhawk. Dogs for Sofa Syndicate own. Richard Yates trains at 32.5. In 3 is Greencroft Ed. Running for owner trainer Stephen Rayner, 33 kilos. 4, Lukin for Henry. Running for Mr. E. Boyer, Mr. J. Kelly. Trainer Hazel Kemp, 33.4. Dunham Diesel's in 5 for the Hoftons. Dave and Jane, 26.3, and Crossfield Howe running in 6 for the Milton Keynes Racing Club, and Stephen Rayner at 32.8 kilos. Parading for the second in 3 minutes, race number 2, A9 the grade. On an overcast and murky morning here at Towcester. Here are the prices, short one as well. Lukin for Henry running out of trap 4 has gone up at 5-4 in the betting. 4-1 is 2 Farlow Starhawk and 9-2 bar those. Just had the 3 starts so far. Looking for Henry, debuted in a puppy race in early February. Was then not beaten too far from off the speed, back at the same grade a few days on. And then had a month off, but in between times he's gone to Sheffield for a trial, which is quite interesting. And back here on the back of a sprint trial the other day. So good support for the 4 at 5-4 in the market. Be heading to the trap shortly. Much experienced Sandwich Towcester back into a winning grade. One from trap 2 when lost here in this A9 a couple of starts ago, 3 starts ago. A veteran of in excess of 90 races, 5-1 in the betting. No let up in the favourites mark though. Looking for Henry. Out of that very good bitch Lightfoot Molly. August 16 pup for Hazel Kemp by Drupis Scolari. So the runners are going in. Plenty of early dash in this contest. 5-4, 4, 4-1, 2 now follows Starhawk for Richard Yates. Wave of the flag from the start of the hare is on the move. The play low 6 on the Towcester App Stakes race 2. Grade is A9. Hot favourite in the 4. Looking for Henry. And they race away. Came away slowly enough, the 4, but 2 broke well. Follow Starhawk from 5. 4 is now trying to move up between hounds as they go onto the back and immediately has gone on. So Looking for Henry, the 4, opening up and clearing away the short price favourite. Dunham Diesel 5 in second, but they're all chasing shadows at the moment because Looking for Henry, after a slow start, burnt them into the second bend and is now well clear coming off the turn. The puppy out in front by at least 6 lengths off the final bend. Looking for Henry, the rest are battling on for mine as Crossfield Howe 6 running on for second. Then Dunham Diesel 4, 6 and 5 in race 2. 4, 6 and 5 the result. So 4 looking for Henry for Mr. E. Boyer and Mr. J. Kelly. Trainer Hazel Kemp's won this second race. Won it really well, beating 6 Crossfield Howell, 5 Dunham Diesel back in third. 28.76 on the clock, but it was the manner of victory that was particularly impressive. Slowly away, burst into the first couple of turns, and that was that. On to the third race of the morning. Here's Stormy Dexter running in red. Trap 1 for Mr. A. Williams, Heather Dimmock Trains, 33.3. 2 is Lily's Chica. For owner Mrs. W. Richards, Emma Richards, the trainer, 26.8. Dean Howes Mary in 3. Mark Wallace owns and trains, 29.8. Here is Make Offer in 4. For Mr. G. Barney, trainer Hazel Kemp, 25.7. Bally Black Bolt in 5. Richard Yates owns and trains, 27.1. And 6 is Antoinette for owner trainer Jim Reynolds, 27.3. Third race runners parading. A8 the grade. 6 to 4 is the progressive Dean's Hal Mary, running out of trap 3 for Mark Wallace and Adagio Bob Bitch. They're betting then 5 to 2 Antoinette in trap 6 for Jim Reynolds. 4 to 1 is 4 Make Offer. It's 5 to 1 the 1 Stormy Dexter and Bally Black Bolt in 5, and 6 to 1 Lily's Chica running out of trap 2. Nice progressive sorted trap 3 here. Dean's Hal Mary just having a 7th start today. Already a winner in A10 and A9. And trading at 6 to 4. Clear favourite in the market. Antoinette, a little bit more form in the book. Trap 6, second in. Won an A9 race from this box 2 runs ago for Jim Reynolds. Was involved in the same race as Dean's Hal Mary last time, as indeed was Make Offer, Bally Black Bolt as well, and Stormy Dexter, so it's almost a rerun of that race from last weekend. On the approach now, minute and a half to race time, 10:46 race number 3. Greyhounds are going forward, loading up underway for the third. Has sent on its journey the Star Sports English Greyhound Derby, June the 2nd stakes. Grade is A8. Dean's Hal Mary in trap 3 is favourite. And away they go. 1 and 4 broke best, but 3 through the middle. Dean's Hal Mary might get to the corner and does. Goes on by a length and a half from 1 in second place. Stormy Dexter then trying to push up his Bally Black Bolt, who now goes in pursuit of the leader, trap 5. Midway down the back, Dean's Hal Mary, a length and a half. A chance though for Bally Black Bolt as they go to the third bed. Just couldn't find a route through. Further back then Stormy Dexter 1 as they come off the final bend. Dean's Hal Mary still in front here. Trap 3 being pressed again by Stormy Dexter and running on his Antoinette. They go towards the line. Dean's Hal Mary wins. 3 scores. Tight for the places, involving 6 and 1. Four result is confirmed. Trap 3, the winner, Dean's Hail Mary. Second was 6, Antoinette. Third one, Stormy Dexter. Winner for owner-trainer Mark Wallace. In front as we watch them again on the big screen here. Not the quickest away, but showed speed to get to the corner. Bally Black Bolt tried a challenge, just couldn't squeeze through on the inside. Got shuffled back, but ran well until that third bend. And eventually 6 star staying on late as pinch second, Antoinette. So 3, 6 and 1. Here comes race number 4 this morning. It's the 11 o'clock. It's an A7. This is Knockadoon Mole running out of trap 1, owned and trained by Jim Reynolds at 27.8. Greyhound in 2 is Swift Cayley. For the McCalls, Mr. W, Mrs. J, Mark Wallace, the trainer, 28. 3 is Malogs Ronaldo, running for Mr. K. Hefferon, trainer Stephen Rayner, 35 kilos. Chantilly Lace in 4. Richard Yates owns and trains, 26.3. Drahobridge Sunset for Mr. A. Winton, Kevin Hutton in the 5 box at 27.4. And wearing 6 is Swift Lizetta for Mr. H and Mr. J. Gaskin, trainer Mark Wallace, weighing in 27.5. A7 the grade for race number 4. Had a couple of short price favourites oblige in the last couple of starts, and we've got a skinny one again here. Drahobridge Sunset at 5-4, running out of trap 5 for Kevin Hutton. It's then 3-1 to Swift Cayley, 5-1, in fact ahead of that, 9-2 trap 3, 5-1 is Chantilly Lace and Swift Lizetta in 4 and 6, and 6-1 Knockadoon Mole, running out of trap 1. Seven runs, 2 wins for Drahobridge Sunset in shot there. Kevin Hutton's Razzle Dazzle George bitch back into A7 last time. She was beaten favourite behind Crinkeel K. Had gone off favourite in the A6 prior to that as well. Punters like her chances, make her a warm favourite ahead of trap 2 Swift Cayley, who's had 57 runs for 11 victories so far. Favourite for a competitive A7 last time, when finishing ahead of Malogs Ronaldo, who renews rivalry, running out of trap 3. So they are behind the boxes. Less than 1 minute to make your choices. Race 4. So the Greyhounds are going forward. Loading up process underway for the 4th race. Winners from traps 1, 4 and 3 so far this morning. Harry's on the move. It's the Greyhound Restaurant VIP Dining Experience from £39.50 stakes. Race number 4, A7 the grade. And they bounce away, and 5 the favourite got a nice start, 4 on its far side, 6 tries to move up as well. Drahobridge Sunset though 5 into the bend, keeping wide there. There's room for Chantilly Lace 4, who settles in second, a length down. Then on the outside Swift Lizetta in the stripes, making a little bit of progress as well. Midway down the back, Drahobridge Sunset, the favourite, still has it though, being challenged on the inside by Chantilly Lace. Wider still then is Swift Lizetta as they come off the final bend. Race on here, but Drahobridge Sunset quickens again. 5 goes on to land this, 5 from 4 and 3, should be in that order for the minor positions, but Drahobridge Sunset lands the spoils. Race number 4. Judge House called the 2nd Greyhound trap 4, the 3rd trap 3, so 5 Drahobridge Sunset for Mr. A. Winton, trainer Kevin Hutton, beating 4 Chantilly Lace, 3rd Malogs Ronaldo running out of 3, 5-4-3. Had enough early to get a position here. Trap 5 kept wide going into the corner. There was room on the inside for Chantilly Lace. 6 Swift Lizetta having to come round the outside. So went down towards the 4th bend. It looked as though maybe the favourite was going to come under a little bit of pressure. However, having got within probably less than half a length, Chantilly Lace had no more to offer, and Drahobridge Sunset quickens away. Greyhounds on their way to greet us for race number 5. This is a sprint race here, the Imperial Car Supermarket Big Cash Giveaway, which of course is happening later tonight. Chance to win £1,000 on the spin of the wheel. You must make sure you have the Towcester Racecourse app downloaded, and you must be here this evening in order to be in with a chance of spinning that wheel and maybe winning the cash. Let's have a look at the lineup then. Alex Maystar running out of trap 1 for Mrs. W. Richards. Emma Richards trains 25.8. Greyhound in 2 is Greencroft Ned, who runs for owner-trainer Stephen Rayner, 32.3 kilos. 3 is Forest Delboy, the Hat Pack, Emma Richards, 36.2. Winnie Brown in 4 for Mr. M. Lowther, Stephen Rayner, 31.1 kilos. Car Mechanic in 5, the Old Bellgate Syndicate and Jim Reynolds, 35.2. And Optimus Prime is the 6th dog, Mr. R. Cross. Mr. B. Gillone, Richard Yates trains 29.4. That's the lineup, 3.5 minutes to post time. Competitive heat this one. Forest Delboy at 3-1 is favoured in trap 3. 7-2 then. Alex May, Star, Greencroft Jed, Winnie Brown in 1, 2 and 4. Car Mechanic and Optimus Prime, the 5 and 6 both on 4-1, but a wide open race the 5th. Heading over towards the far side boxes, just the 260 metres in front of the runners on this occasion. So trap 3 Forest Delboy has a wealth of experience. Just preferred in the betting at 3-1. Finished just behind trap 1 Alex Maystar last time, and just ahead of Winnie Brown. Car Mechanic and Greencroft Nick come out of a different D3 on a different day. Car Mechanic winning on that occasion. That was last Saturday morning. Jim Reynolds charge as they go to the boxes. 3-1, 3, 7-2, 1, 2, 4, 4-1, 5 and 6. Jackets are coming off. Under 1 minute to race time. There's Car Mechanic, a winner last time. Stays in D3 company for Jim Reynolds, the Old Bellgate Syndicate own. So loading almost complete. Indeed it is. Flag's been waved here on the move. The Imperial Car Supermarket Big Cash Giveaway for the sprinters. And racing, and off they go. Bouncing out 2-3 ahead of it, though, on the run to the first Ben Forest Delboy. 2 Greencroft Ned trying to hold its pitch on the inside, right round the outer. Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime goes on now. Trap 6 opens up by a length from Forest Delboy as they come down the lane. Optimus Prime clearing away from Forest Delboy. Back in third was 4 Winnie Brown, 6-3-4. Replay on the big screen. 2 came out fractionally ahead. 3 though had the dash. Forest Del Boy. Winner 6 skipping around the outside. Optimus Pride. The others couldn't really get a blow in. And a winner here for Richard Yates. Optimus Prime 6, the winner for Mr. Arcross, Mr. B. Gill. Trainer Richard Yates beat 3. Forest Del Boy 4. Winnie Brown was 3rd. 6-3-4 in the 5th. Stayers this time, race 6, the 11:31. Here is Zero Forks running in 1 for owner trainer Kevin Hutton, weighs 25.2. Dress code is in 2. Mr. M. Lowther owns. Stephen Rayner trains 31.8. Kuas Crom for Mrs. L. Clark and Mr. P. Cobb and Jim Reynolds in 3, 28.4. Here's Dunham Dream 4 for Mr. D. Houghton, Jane Houghton, 28.6. Scruff's Penny in 5, Mr. A. Welsh, Kevin Hutton, the trainer, 26.1. And Katunda Daisy for Mr. D. Wallace and Mark Wallace in the 6 at 29.3. That's the lineup then. 6 Ben's S3, the grade. 7 to 4 is trap 1, Zero Forks. And then 7 to 2, Kuas Crom in 3 and Dunham Dream in 4. 4 to 1, Scruff's Penny. 9 to 2, Dress Code in 2. And 5 to 1, Katunda Daisy in the 6. Zero Forks at 7 to 4. If you've been studying up the form or just casually glancing at it, you'll probably have realised that 5 of these ran behind Lex's Noodles last time. Zero Forks went off favourite, finished 3rd. However, Scruff's Penny was beaten ahead into 2nd, albeit at a big price. The market thinks that Zero Forks will turn that form around. Did beat Lex's Noodles in this grade, in fact, back at the end of February. And gets the inside draw today. Trap 1 might make the difference. So across the centre of the track, towards the far side they go for race number 6. Grade is S3 this time. 7 to 4, Zero Forks, strong favourite. 7 to 2, Kuas Crom in trap 3. Who might be the one to take them along. Whether she can stay there at the business end remains to be seen. 7 to 2 is Dunham Dream, who's only had the 7 starts, so less exposed than the remainder. Scruff's Penny getting a little lift towards the boxes. There's Dress Code for Stephen Rayner. It's the only dog against the girls in this race. Runners going in, 11:31. Tia checks them. Hares on the move. It's the children's race, race 6. It's also the Stayers race as well, S3 the grade. A lift away from the boxes, very slowly away Katunda Daisy, but Kuas Crom, as expected, goes on. So 3 the early leader, Scruff's Penny, 5 settling into 2nd, and then on its inside is Dunham Dream, another length away, followed by Zero Forks, the red, who's being pursued by Dream Code, and then trying to make up ground, and doing so now is Katunda Daisy, who's up into 4th place. Midway down the back, Kuas Crom out in front, but can she stay there? She leads by 3 as they go well past halfway. Scruff's Penny up into 2nd position, then Zero Forks, red on the inside, Katunda Daisy still making more headway, down towards home, and now Kuas Crom coming back to the field. 3, the lead's down to a length and a half. Scruff's Penny the outside, down the inner, Zero Forks the favourite. The home straight they come. Zero Forks on the far side, Scruff's Penny this side. Scruff's Penny and Zero Forks and Scruff's Penny. That is close between 1 and 5 in behind Kuas Crom in 3rd. Trap 1 is the winner, Zero Forks 4, owner trainer Kevin Hutton. Second, Trap 5, Scruffs Penny. Third, Trap 3, Cures Crom. 1, 5 and 3. Here's the replay midway down the back. This is where the leader begins to come back to the field. Zero Forks going up the inside. Trap 1, Scruffs Penny around the outer. They gang up on Cures Crom. 5 got the cleanest run early on, but 1 on the far side. Home in time, 153. Just a quick reminder, if you're having a look at the runners for the next race, that Trap 5 will be a reserve greyhound. Forest Flora will be running in Trap number 5. So Forest Flora in the 5 in the up-and-coming 7th race at 11:44. So time for race number 7, 11:44. Grade is A6. There's a Lightfoot Jess running out of 1 for Mrs. L. Wharton. Trainer Hazel Kemp. Greyhound's weight 30.2. Bubba's Bullets in 2 for Mr. W. Boyle. Mr. S. Potter. Mark Wallace, the trainer, 26.4. Here's Forest Alma for Mr. M. Studder and Kevin Hutton in 3, 26.5. 4, Get Call My Reg, callmyreg.co.uk. Paul Philpott, 30.9. We've got the reserve in 5. Forest Flora for Mr. D. Usher. Trainer is Kevin Hutton, weighs 25.4, and Copeland Rory in 6. Mr. S. Thompson, Kevin Hutton, 36.5. In the betting, Bubba's Bullets favourite running out of Trap 2. 2-1 chance, 3-1 from 5-2. The reserve Forest Flora as they make their way towards the starting traps. 3-1 also is Lightfoot Jess in the redder Trap 1, and then bigger odds the others. So favourite here, Bubba's Bullet, who was behind the reserve Forest Flora when they met at the back end of February. Plenty of lightly raced greyhounds in this field here. Of course, Forest Flora coming in means we've got the two sisters against each other here, Forest Alma and Forest Flora. Lightfoot Jess running out of Trap 1 will be trying to follow up the victory of her sister, or his sister, looking for Henry, who won very impressively earlier on. Heading to the boxes, 11:44. Greyhounds loading. This is race number 7, A6 the grade. Two waves the flag, the hare's on the move. The early bird discounted ticket sales out now. Stakes, grade A6. And they jump away, and best to break was Forest Alma 3, who leads up from Get Call My Reg 4. On the inside, Lightfoot Jess has got a position. So they go around the first couple of bends, then Forest Alma by 2 lengths down the far side from 4. Get Call My Reg, then Lightfoot Jess 1, flanked by Bubba's Bullet 2 on the outside, Copeland Rory, and then Forest 4 as they go down towards the final bend. Forest Alma by 2 lengths now turning in. Get Call My Reg under pressure for second from Lightfoot Jess, who's beginning to try and plug on, but down the lane, Forest Alma's long since gone. Forest Alma wins well. Get Call My Reg on the outside 4, probably just second ahead of 1 Lightfoot Jess. Forest Alma trap 3, the winner for Mr. M. Studder and Kevin Hutton, beat trap 4. Get Call My Reg. Third was the 1 Lightfoot Jess, 3-4-1. And we can see it again on the big screen. It was a good start from Forest Alma. She's dominated. She's pretty much made every yard. So they went round the first bend, already a length and a half clear. One pushed up on the inside, Lightfoot Jess. Get Call My Reg has run really well to hold on for second in the end. Bubba's Bullet tried to get involved in the blue jacket. Not really able to get a clear run, but Forest Alma won it with a good start. Up next is race 8, the 11.58. Bodil Risk is in 1 for Mr. G. Cow, Mrs. H. Kemp, Hazel Kemp the trainer, 26.7. This is Amelie Genie running for the Greemers, Mr. S and Mrs. J. Jonathan Blenko trains, 26.4. Final Hondos in 3. Owners are Mr. S. Bate, Mr. M. Gregori, Mr. S. Rayner, Stephen Rayner trains, 31.3. Canter Repeat the 4 for the AJs and Heather Dimmock, 27.3. 5 Mixed Benefit, Mr. E. Freshwater, Kevin Hutton, 32.9. And Tiffield Lad in 6 for the McCalls, Mr. W and Mrs. J. Mark Wallace the trainer, 37.1. A5 the grade in the betting. Favoured now is the 6. They've moved for Tiffield Lad in preference to Mixed Benefit. 9 to 4 from 5 to 2, trap 6. Pushed out then is Mixed Benefit, 5 to 2 for Kevin Hutton in trap 5, and then 4 to 1 and bigger the others. So A5 it is, race 8, the 11.58. Plenty of these came out of the same race behind Barrow Vic last time. Amelie Genie doing best, finishing second. However, it's the 5 and 6 that most of the market attention is on. Tiffield Lad in trap 6, who was just ahead of Mixed Benefit on that occasion. Same boxes again today. Mixed Benefit have gone off marginally favoured on that occasion. There's not much in it again. 9 to 4 plays 5 to 2. Canter Repeat is improving. Youngster for Heather Dimmock in 4 is a 5 to 1 chance to go in again. Won an A6 at a big price last time. Greyhound's going in. Here goes the hare. Friday, Saturday and Sunday night racing in 2018. This is race number 8, the 11.58. Off they go, they're racing, 5 and 4 together, 6 wide on the outside and then 1 up the inner. So they go around the first bend. Canter Repeat now goes on. So for the leader, down the far side by a couple of lengths from Bodil Risk in second, then 5 Mixed Benefit as they run well past halfway. Canter Repeat going for the repeat win. Leads by a couple. Mixed Benefit up into second place now. Then comes 1 Bodil Risk and Amelie Genie, but they're off the final bend. Canter Repeat in front still by a couple of lengths from Mixed Benefit, and Canter Repeat's going to win again. 4 over 5, 3 on the far side got third. Some really good form, isn't she? This youngster. Canter Repeat through the middle. It's going to get to the corner here. Won at a decent price the other day and goes in again for Heather Dimmock. 4 the winner. Canter Repeat for the AJs and Heather Dimmock. Second was 5. Mixed Benefit. Third was 3. Final Hondo. Nice performance from this improving youngster. Race number 9, 12:17. This is Ruben running out of trap 1 for Mr. R. Brinkley and Mr. B. Butler trainer Mark Wallace at 32.5. Lightfoot Daniel is in 2. Mr. G. Kelly, Mrs. H. Kemp, Hazel Kemp the trainer weighs in 33.3. Dunham Kenny's in 3 for Mr. D. Houghton, Jane Houghton, 33.9. Plain Minor in 4, owned by Mr. M. Reynolds trainer Jim Reynolds, 29.5. The 5 is headed on Oliver, Mrs. W. Richards, Emma Richards, 34.7. And What's It All About in 6 for Miss P. Chappell and Heather Dimmock. And the Greyhound's weight is 32.7. A8 the grade this time. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to make your choices. Have winners in every box this morning, bar trap 2. Lightfoot Daniel will try and put that matter right in the next few moments. There's the betting. Lightfoot Daniel indeed is a warm favourite to do just that. Another one of these Drupis Scolari, Lightfoot Molly litter mates. Of course, we saw one of them win really well earlier on this morning in looking for Henry. 5-4 is the 2, then 4-1 is Robin in trap 1, 9-2 Plain Miller, 9-2 What's It All About, 5-1 is Headed on Oliver, and 6-1 is Dunham Kenny. Just under 4 runs, the favourite Lightfoot Daniel. He's had a sprint trial since getting beaten in an A7 last weekend. 5-4 chance in the market. Plain Miller running out of trap 4. Can trap very quickly. Hasn't quite been able to do that last couple of starts perhaps, but will she be able to find her trapping boots again this morning? What's It All About? Also capable of very fast starts on the outside. Jackets are coming off, runners behind the boxes. So the runners are moving up. 5-4 Lightfoot Daniel in the 2 and 4-1 trap 4 Plain Minor. Harry sent on his journey the VIP box and buffet from £35 stakes, race number 9. Race away, off they go. Good start from Plain Minor right down the centre. Edges across to Lightfoot Daniel. Will push up on the inside, though, the favourite, and quickly take over. So onto the back they go. And Lightfoot Daniel was quickly strode into a 3 or 4 length advantage over 4 Plain Minor. And then Dunham Kenny, who's now up into second on the inside. Right out the back, headed on Oliver. At the home bend they come. Lightfoot Daniel clear here by about 5 lengths coming off the final. Been looking for Henry. The littermate did it well earlier. And Lightfoot Daniel repeats the feat. Wins well from 3. Dunham Kenny 1. Robin was third, 2-3-1. See the replay on the big screen here. It was a good start from Plain Minor running out of trap 4, but 2 had the dash to get up on the inside, as those head-on shots will show. And once he went on, he was going to be difficult to reel back, and that certainly proved to be the case. Dunham Kenny, trap 3, making progress at halfway, moving up into second place. Coming off the final bend, Lightfoot Daniel, member of this quickly improving litter, has struck a blow here in race number 9. To the winner, Lightfoot Daniel for Mr. J. Kelly and Mrs. H. Kemp, Tracer Hazel Kemp, second 3, Dunham Kenny, third 1, Robin. Next to come then is race number 10, D3, so sprinters this time. Here's Kilananak running out of trap 1 for Mrs. W. Richards. Emma Richards trains, 35.2. In 2 is Boyle's Bolt for Miss L. Parry, trainer Paul Philpott, 35.1. Greyhound in 3, Border Bug, running for the 100th time for Mr. D. Martin and Mr. J. Reynolds, trainer Jim Reynolds, 36.3. 4 is Dunham Nova, owned by Mr. D. Houghton, trainer Jane Houghton, 28.8. In orange, in 5, Holden Pele, Mrs. L. Day owns, Jonathan Blanco trains, 29 kilos. And in 6, Sorting Banco for Mr. M. Licence and Mr. M. Wallace, trainer Mark Wallace, 34.1. That's the lineup for race number 10. And here's the betting. Boyle's Bolt at 6-4 for Paul Philpott is clear favourite. 7-2 Sorting Banco in 6. Then all the others 5-1. So Boyle's Bolt 6-4 chance in the blue. They'll be going over to the far side shortly for the 12:33. Boyle's Bolt is back to a winning grade, having scored at this level in the middle part of February. 6-4 chance in trap 2. Ahead of Sorting Banco, 7-2 in the 6 box. They both ran in the same race last time. In fact, quite a few of these were involved in that race behind Joey's Delight. Boyle's Bolt did best of those, finishing runner-up. Just 1 minute to play, race number 10. So runners getting prepared behind the starting boxes. Coats are coming off. Harry's on the move. Celebrate your birthday at Towcester Stakes. D3 the grade. 260 metres. And racing, and off they go. One slowly away. To the favourite, Boyle's Bolt has broken just ahead as they go to the corner. Sorting Bank on the outside. Trouble for the 3. Border Bug pushed back 4 now in 3rd. Dunham Nova into the lane. Boyle's Bolt by about 3 parts of a length. And Boyle's Bolt's going to land the odds here. Beat the 6. Sorting Banco 4. Dunham Nova was 3rd. 264. See the replay on the big screen again here. Got a nice pitch with one missing it, did Boyle's Bolt. Born a bug just a little unlucky into that first turn, having been in handy. And although Sorting Banco's laid down a challenge, two pretty dominant here. So 2 Boyle's Bolt for Miss El Parry and Paul Philpott beat 6 Sorting Banco. 4 Dunham Nova was third. It is race number 11. It's an A7. Here is Sea Rock Bone Shaker in 1 for Mr. D. Smith and trainer Jane Houghton. Greyhound's weight 33.9. 2 is Lemming Spear for Mr. S. Katz and Emma Richards. 36.6. Unlikely Paco in 3. Owner trainer Stephen Rayner 34.6. The black of 4 is Santa's General for the Bates Boys Syndicate and Stephen Rayner 33.6. Dunham Shiraz in 5. Runs for Dave and Jane Houghton 29.1. And 6 is Energized Honey for Mr. P. Kazimir Murasinski and Mark Wallace at 28.8. A7 the grade by the Fab 4 £10 package. The market here with Trap 2 Lemming Spear at 6-4 for Emma Richards. 5-2 is Unlikely Paco running out of 3. 4-1 Sea Rock Bone Shaker. 9-2 Santa's General. 5's Dunham Shiraz and 6 Energized Honey. Lemming Spear 3 wins from 11. It's running A10 just a matter of 6 weeks ago. Now up into A7, having had a run in the A6 last time. That is the clear 6-4 favourite in the 2 for Emma Richards. Preferred to Unlikely Paco, who's 3 from 11. Beat Dean's Hal Mary emphatically last time. That Graham Frank the form a bit earlier on this morning. Runners going behind for the 12:47. So the runners are moving up. There's Unlikely Paco going forward in the white jacket here. Son of Taylor's Sky. Second in the market. 7-2 chance in behind the 2 Lemming Spear. Hare's running by the Fab 4 £10 package, race number 11. Gates away, racing. Slow start from Lemming Spear, but away well was Dunham Shiraz 5. Unlikely Paco 3, trying to get across, but 2 pressing up on the inside now, Lemming Spear as they go to the back. Meantime, Dunham Shiraz, though, has quickened away for the Houghtons. He's by 4 or 5 down the back. Lemming Spear 2. Then in behind those 6 Energized Honey, the single file as they run down towards the home turn. Dunham Shiraz hasn't got to this one yet. Lemming Spear is trying to close now, a length down on the outside and coming home with a rare rattle. In front, Dunham Shiraz from 2. Lemming Spear up to the line. 5 did enough, beat the 2. 6 Energized Honey closing them in third. 5-2-6. Trap 5, Dunham Shiraz for Mr. D. Houghton. Jane Houghton beats 2 Lemming Spear. 6 Energized Honey was the 3rd Greyhound home. Replay on the screen. Slowly away was Lemming Spear. 5 Dunham Shiraz broke best. 3 trying to get up on the Outside of 2, who was pushed aside, though, unlikely Paco by Lemming Spear, but plenty to find down the back. Made a bold bid. Not able to get Dunham Shiraz back in time, though. On we go to race number 12. A9 is the grade. Here's Chilton Robin running out of 1 for Mrs. W. Richards and Emma Richards, 24.6. 2 is Karma Chameleon, the Old Bellgate Syndicate, and Jim Reynolds, the team, 27.7. 3, Bomber George for the Burtons, George and Mike and Kevin Hutton Trains, 32.1. 4, Sundance Sanchez, Barker Family Racing own, Hazel Kemp Trains, 33.3. And 5, Sweetheart Abbey for owner Miss M. Reynolds, trainer Jim Reynolds, 28.4. And Dunham Merlot is in 6 for Dave and Jane Houghton at 28.9. That's the lineup. A9 the grade. It is race 12 in the betting. 5-2 Bomber George in 3 is favourite ahead of Karma Chameleon and Dunham Merlot. They're both 7-2. So is Sundance Sanchez. Easy to be with Sweetheart Abbey out to 5s, and likewise Chilton Robin on 5-1 in trap 1 as well. Bomber George the favourite, just having a 6th start here, yet to strike gold. He's come back with a trial spin after a disappointing run back on the 10th of March, but all A-OK in that trial by Farlow Blitz out of Brinkley's Tinsel. Kevin Hutton trained. Kevin Hutton on the mark this morning on 3 occasions so far. They're now in the boxes. We have just over 1 minute on the clock for you to get involved in race number 12, A9 the grade. Now the runners are moving forward, they're loading. Harry's running for the 12th race. The Bar 4000 celebration packages from £15 stakes. And they race away, off they go. 2 lost its early pitch as they ran to the first bend. Sweetheart Abbey will get round in front, then 5 unscathed. 6 force wide. Dunham Merlot is now up into 2nd place, and now Bomber George making some headway in on the inside in 3rd. As they go past halfway, Sweetheart Abbey 5 still leads the way. Dunham Merlot a length down in 2nd. Then Bomber George is in behind those, not quickening. Down the straight they come. Sweetheart Abbey, Dunham Merlot on the far side. They go towards the line. Sweetheart Abbey responding well. Beat the 6 Dunham Merlot. 2's run on. Karma Chameleon got 3rd. Sweetheart Abbey, trap 5, wins for the Reynolds, beats 6 Dun and Merlot. Third was 2 Karma Chameleon. Take a look at the replay again on screen. 5 was able to get to the front, the race that didn't seem to be particularly strong in early pace. Kept Dun and Merlot out wide at that second bend there, and dominant display in the end from Sweetheart Abbey, who's made most of the running. Favourite Bomber George made some progress around towards the third bend, but hasn't really progressed thereafter. Race number 13 coming up. A6 is the great. Here's Gabriel racing out of track 1, owned and trainer Hazel Kemp. And his weight is 30.6. In 2 is Dunham Orlando for the Houghton team, 33.4. Racing in trap 3, Dinner Larnaca for TDC Global Investors. Jim Reynolds trains, 36.2. Black Coat worn by Lily Longstep for Mr. G Spurway. Kevin Hutton, the trainer, 29. In 5 is Hal Glorious, owner trainer Hazel Kemp, 32.4. And in stripes is Glen Quain Ivy, the 6 for Mr. G Anderson. Kevin Hutton, the trainer, and the weight is 27.4. Race number 13 is an A6 event over the 480 in the market. Gabriel's a warm order here at 11 to 8 in trap 1 for Hazel Kemp. They're betting 4 to 1 Glen Quain Ivy in 6, 9 to 2, and out from 7 to 2 is Lily Longstep, 5 to 1 Dunham Orlando and Dinner Larnaca, and 6 to 1 Hal Glorious in the 5. So Gabriel, who chased home Canter Repeat, who confirmed the form by winning earlier in the A5 last time, and before that had been beaten behind Forest Flora, who ran unplaced earlier on today. So mixed messages from those form lines, but a warm favourite in trap 1 trades at 11 to 8. Dinner Larnaca goes up a couple of grades for a runaway win in A8 last time. Back-to-back victories at that level when beating What's It All About by 5 3/4 lengths. 5 to 1 in trap 3. There's the favourite though, Gabriel, for the Kemp team. Don't forget, of course, racing back here again this evening. The final of the Astute Electronics Gold Cup, the feature race this evening, due off at 9:53 tonight. Dorota's Wildcat favourite to beat King Turbo, King Kid, King Elvis, Calico Brandy and Barricane Tiger in that feature race. Action underway this evening at 7:37. Go to the Towcester Racecourse app and download that if you haven't previously to try and get involved in our Imperial Car Supermarkets Big Cash giveaway. You'll need to be here this evening to be in with a chance to play. Could win £1,000 by spinning the wheel a little later on tonight. It's 11 to 10, Gabriel. Greyhound's going forward now, they're loading. VIP box, 4-course meal from £48 stakes. It is race 13. Gabriel in trap 1, the favourite. Race away through the centre for Lily Longstep and 2 Dunham Orlando, the early pace setters as they go to the corner. The favourite at the moment is Stone Last, running on to the far side, and the leader Lily Longstep by a couple of lengths, trap 4. How Glorious to the outside, 5, and then in behind those down on the inner is Dunham Orlando. Still towards the rear is Gabrielle as they go towards the home bend, and in front still Lily Longstep here for Kevin Hutton, leads the way in by 3 lengths now from How Glorious, 5. So they race towards the line. Lily Longstep's an easy winner, beats the 5 into second. How Glorious 6. Glen Quain Ivy was third. 4 Lily Longstep the winner as we see the replay again on the big screen for Mr. G, Spur, Way and Kevin Hutton. Beat 5, Hal Glorious, 6, Glencoe Abbey. Glencoe Ivy rather was third. Favourite Gabriel out the back. Not really able to get involved, and Lily Longsteppers control the speed. Another winner for trainer Kevin Hutton. race coming up, race number 14. It is an A9. Here's Vans, Pixie, and 1 for Mr. S and Mrs. M. Roberts. Stephen Roberts is the trainer, 26.9. Dunham Lorna running out of 2 for Mr. D. And Jane Houghton, 31.2. 3 is Millbank Gaze for Miss I. Navigate. And Mr. A. Ray, Heather Dimmock, the trainer, 28 kilos. Burlington Bertie in 4. Owners Mr. P. Clark, Mr. R. Liddington. Trainer is Bob Liddington, weighing in at 30.9. Sobering Piper for Mr. M. Gregory. Bob Liddington again, 28.3 in 5. And Civ the Lady for the Houghton team in 6 at 28.7. That's how they line up for the last race of the morning. 5 to 2 is Vans Pixie and Trap 1 favourite. 3 to 1 4 Burlington Bertie 6 Civ the Lady or Scythe the Lady. 9 to 2 is 5 Sobering Piper. 5 to 1 Dunham Lorna and Millbank Gaze. Trap 1 Vans Pixie, the marquee leader, has been runner-up in each of the last couple of starts. 4 trained to Stephen Roberts. Can she go on better here this morning? 11 to 4 chance it is. Trap 1 now ahead of Burlington Bertie. Drawn in Trap 4 on the back of that trial the other day for Bob Liddington, who's got a couple in the racecourse. Sobbing Piper as well in the 5. Greyhounds are going forward, loading up for the final race. Harry's running. Thanks for coming. Safe journey home. Stakes last race. Grade A9. Good luck. And they race away. Off they go. Quite a level start then. 6 on the near side. 3 in the centre. 2 the far side. 1 pressing up as well. Trying to get through. 5 wide at the bend. Sobbing Piper. Onto the far side they go. Scythe the Lady in front here. 6 leads by about a length over Millbank Gaze. 3 in second. Then down on the inside is Vans Pixie. 6 going wide at the bend. Scythe the Lady opening the door for 3. Millbank Gaze on the inside as they come off the final bend. 6 in 3. 6 still ahead though. Scythe the Lady as they straighten up. Will go on and land this. 6 beat the 3. 1 was third. 6, 3 Millbank Gaze, 1 Vans Pixie. Trap 6, Scythe the Lady for Dave Houghton, Jane Houghton beat 3 Millbank Gaze. Third trap 1 Vans Pixie. Watch it again on the big screen. It was hard to call a leader early on. Quite a level start. 3 nip round Millbank Gaze. 6 took up the lead going down the far side. Looked as though maybe she was going to give it away on the home turn with her wide antics, but when they straighten up, she had plenty in hand. So that brings us towards the end of this Saturday morning action. Racing back here, of course, this evening. The Astute Electronics Gold Cup final. It's a cracking lineup as well for that rescheduled final. The feature race this evening. Action underway just after 7:30. Towcester Racecourse on the App Store or wherever you download your apps from. Make sure you have that if you're with us tonight, and a chance to win some serious cash on the Imperial Car Supermarket's big cash giveaway, and the big race to come as well a little bit later on this evening. So it'll be a good night here, that's for sure. And racing, of course, tomorrow night, Sunday as well. Hope you've had a good morning with us. We will hopefully see you back here very, very soon, perhaps indeed this evening for that very, very exciting Gold Cup final.